I'm at the Lanzarote training base of Team SCA, the first all-female entry in the Volvo Ocean Race for more than a decade. The aim of this outfit is to be competitive with the men. And in a world where muscle power matters, that's a massive ask. There are 17 months to get this outfit in shape, and 2 world-class former race winners are about to select the first crew members. Brazilian Joca Signorini has done the race 3 times. Brad Jackson served for 6 editions, one of only 2 men who have won 3 times. Not that you'll ever hear him shout about that. That's not the way Brad operates.
Just like I told the girls, you know, I've sort of used up all my emotions at a very early age. I've got nothing left.
It's nice because we have a different approach, you know. I think being a Latin, you're less black and white, and the Q is, for me, sometimes they're very, you know.
You've been given quite a big job, haven't you? I mean, it's an incredible undertaking to pick a team, you know, from scratch.
We've been trying to look at not who's the best sailor if you want to start the race tomorrow, but who are going to be the best crew in a year's time. There's a lot of girls out there who have done a lot of good racing and have been very successful, so I don't see why there's any reason they can't move that across to this competition.
A lot of them seem quite small.
We immediately realized how important the physical and how different it is when you're sailing these boats with 10 guys.
The sailing ability is the key thing, and then the physical side of things, we'll do everything we can to work on that. But now if there's any big girls out there who are awesome sailors, we'll be glad to hear from them.
This week there are 8 sailors here. Whilst no one's saying anything, it's pretty obvious this is a short list. With by far the most ocean miles is Sam Davies. She's made her name racing alone, and in 2008 finished 4th in the gruelling Vendée Globe, a non-stop sprint around the world. A performance that has made her hugely popular. In February of this year, I was with her in France as she set off again, this time the only female entry. But just 6 days in, her solo lap of the planet fell apart as her mast crashed down.
When something unexpected and unwanted happens, then it's really hard. You also have to learn by your mistakes or learn by your problems and to come out stronger. And so that's what I'm doing.
Davies is here with her son Ruben. There are a lot of factors to consider.
The Vendée Globe, it's my project, I'm my own boss, and I do everything on the boat. And so there's so many things that I've been questioning and saying, well, am I capable of getting into a project where I'm not the boss anymore and I'm not the skipper? And that's the great thing about these trials, is it's trials to select the crew, but it's also trials for us. I'm actually testing this project to see whether it's something I want to do as well.
Being part of this is a disciplined life. Early starts, late finishes, lots of gym work. And it must be particularly tough right now as selectors are watching their every move. Spain's Natalia Viadefresne is a recent mother, and the Olympic medalist is being thrown in at the deep end.
Everything is a challenge, particularly the physical fitness is important because I think I'm in the last level, so I need to do an effort on this. And I'm trying, I'm waiting to be on the team.
Go for the push-up, Robin. Center, push-up, and 90 degrees. Everybody to their spot.
Britain's Annie Lush is used to sessions like these, having just completed an Olympic campaign.
So remember, 30 seconds of work, 10 of rest.
A year ago, 33-year-old Lush was heading for the London 2012 Olympics with only one thing on her mind: to win a medal. But fate was cruel. The 3-person crew who had won a world title in their Olympic build-up did not deliver.
I remember watching you at the Olympics and, you know,
My saddest moment, I think, was when you crossed the line and it was all over.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll ever forget that moment. I had a lot of belief in the way that we'd campaigned, but it's one of our worst ever performances in a regatta. That disappointment will always be with me, and yeah, I've chosen not to go back and try and set that straight, but to do something new, and this is very new in all ways.
You've been in that world for such a long time at such a high level, and then to come here and be a beginner again and being judged. How much of a fish out of water did you feel?
When you come from a world where, I suppose, in what I do in the Olympic world is quite established, it does feel like starting all over again. But I think on the other hand, that was kind of what I wanted. So in one way, it's really exciting.
Two of the sailors out to make the grade have done the race before, as part of the last all-female entry in 2001. Caroline Brouwer of the Netherlands and Australia's Liz Wardley.
I was 21, and went straight into the Southern Ocean, and I was doing the bows, so sort of the sacrificial little one, and it was eye-opening.
The team had their moments, but they were almost always playing a different game to the male crews.
We knew we had a good boat. We knew we had good sailors on board to make that boat go fast. We knew how to race, but we just didn't know what sail to put up at the right time. We definitely weren't prepared. And so that was really frustrating. We just struggled around the world, basically.
This campaign, it feels different in a way. All the resources are with the women's team. What's your thoughts?
My initial impressions are very good. I'm really excited about it. We've got every single resource open to us and available to us to succeed. So there is no excuses to not do well, which is awesome because it comes down to who they choose as a crew and how we make it happen.
I really like the approach here. No one needs a reality check about just how tough this is going to be, but there's a real belief around the place. There's also some anxiety, because not everyone here is going to be selected to be part of it.